Hi everyone, it's Anne-Marie at CoreMatters. We're just starting a minute early today. I'm going to depart a little bit from the drills that we've been doing, although do any vision drill right now that you would like to. Like even if you're just looking at your screen and then way away from your screen, as far away as your room allows, or if you can look out the window, like I can here, look out the window across the street at a flower or a leaf or a letter on a sign and focus. Just focus back and forth. So it's the near far exercise. And you can do that the whole time I'm talking because you just need to listen to me. I don't have any audiovisual aids today. But what I thought I'd do is talk about what is a virus and why do we care? Because it seems that most people aren't understanding what a virus actually is. And there's no reason that anybody should. It's not necessarily part of the curriculum you've ever been involved in, and certainly I don't see much explanation in the media right now. So the thing to understand about a virus is that it's kind of an incomplete thing. It's not a bacteria. It's not a cell. One of the things it needs is a cell. That's why it likes us. So what it is it's a unit that has just one strand of RNA in it. It's not DNA. It doesn't have a double helix or anything like that. It just has one strand of RNA in it. And all that strand says is, here are the directions to replicate yourself. Now, the thing it's lacking is a cell and a couple of ingredients for a replication. So a virus is just laying around waiting for a host, which in this case is us, to pick it up. And this particular virus that's floating around now is literally floating around. It's not necessarily on the ground. It's airborne. That makes it much easier to catch because it just kind of lands on you somehow. You walk into it, or you can pass it by touching. But that's a little bit of a bigger problem than most viruses. So the virus with its one strand of RNA is looking for a host. In this particular one, really likes to live in our lungs, in our lung cells, the tissue cells. And what it does is it creates, all cells have a membrane around them and they're locked. So not anything can get in, but the cells want to take in nutrition, they want to take in ingredients, and they want to expel waste. So what this virus does, and what all viruses do, is they figure out how to create a fake key to unlock the outside membrane and enter the cell. And once they enter the cell, then they start stealing stuff they need. Because inside most cells, there's all the stuff you need. The mitochondria is in it. It's a powerhouse. It's creating energy. It's building the cell. It's repairing damage. It's doing everything that needs to be done. The virus doesn't have that, but it does have the ability to reproduce itself. So it gets into that cell by using a fake key. And once it's in there, it steals what it needs. In this case, a lot of protein, particularly protein molecules. So it takes the protein and it may take something else. And number one, when it does that, it's able to make another virus. And that one will keep doing it. They'll just keep replicating. So one of the things that happens, that's one thing that keeps replicating. So there's lots more virus in your particular, in this case, your lungs. There's three things I want to talk about. So the second thing that happens is as it's stealing the protein from the cell that it's in, it's damaging that cell. And once there's enough of the virus in there that's replicated, the damage triggers a response from your body, from your brain. The response is a healing response. And in the case of your lungs, one of the things that happens is fluid comes. It's like swelling. Protective fluid comes to surround the area and begin the healing process. In this case, the virus replicates so quickly that it's overwhelmed. It's an overwhelming experience, and that's basically what pneumonia is. It overwhelms your lungs with fluid. Now, the third thing that happens is that not only do these viruses, like this virus particularly, like the cells in our lungs, but we're finding, the more we learn about it, that it will escape that area, catch a ride on the bloodstream, because the bloodstream is constantly running through those cells to feed them and then carry away waste. Once it escapes into your bloodstream, it can create another key. It can find another area that it can figure out the key for to unlock those cells. So we're seeing all of these other strange manifestations of this virus, where the last one yesterday or 2 days ago, I read that younger people are having strokes when they have this infection, this COVID infection. It's producing large artery strokes, which is very unusual. But that's just an individual case by case. The scary thing is that it can go out and find other cells to invade in your body. So that's why we need to stop hosting this virus. And the best way to do that is to be a way to separate everybody and not share the virus. Because even the people who catch it but don't get symptomatic for whatever reason, we don't understand it yet, they can still pass it. And when they pass it, then we have all these other problems, potential problems. And that's why some people are more vulnerable than others, because the key, maybe the lock around their cell membrane isn't as good, the locking system, and it's more susceptible to invasion. So they are the ones who develop the bigger infection. And just the more that virus replicates in its host, the more damage it does. And it's ironic. I mean, eventually it kills its own host. So it kind of has a death wish, which is weird. But I think that's the way most viruses live, so to speak. They're not really alive. We do have the ability to damage the virus itself with some chemicals. But I don't think of it as killing the way I think of killing a bacteria, because the virus isn't really alive. It's just a unit that reproduces itself and then thereby pretty much sucking the life out of its host, whatever host that happens to be. In this case, it's us. So that's my quick Virus 101. I hope that helps people understand a little bit more about what's going on. It's not about taking care of yourself only. It's about taking care of all of us. We have to work together on this one to make sure that we keep everybody safe. Because if you keep yourself safe, in effect, you're keeping other people safe. And that's the only way we're going to get through this. I hate to think that we would want it any other way. So let me know if you have any questions about that. I'd be happy to talk about it. You can put them in the chat down there. Give us a little Facebook love so they know we're legit here. And if you are sitting at the screen all day today, make sure that you take those breaks and look away and look back, look away. When you do that looking away, focus. Make sure you spend, Mississippi 3 on that focal point of far away and then come back. And even if you're looking at your screen, when you come to your near focus, instead of looking at the screen and focusing, bring your thumb in closer and try to focus on that. And then focus far away and then focus back. Close your eyes in between, like focus, close, open, look away, focus, close, open, look close. So, so that you can really use those muscles a little bit differently, okay? All right, so that's it for today. I hope that was helpful, and everyone take care out there. We need each other. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.